Hello everyone, JM Gaming here, back with another IdleOn review. Today, we've got Negan from over here on Twitch. We're going to go through just a basic overall review. Obviously, you can see they're fairly far in the game, but we'll see if we can find some stuff for them and help them along on their journey a little bit. We've already found a few things, so we'll get in there. You get a nice bit of bubble levels. I know you were doing those yesterday. Love it. 270k is nice. Yeah, I mean, your statues don't look bad, but we all know statue farming is going to be a thing now. We all know that. It was real, right? I love your ovals. Like, they look great. I can't get this one to drop for the life of me. I've got one. So, yeah, you're looking good. This page looks good. Obviously, you're doing your shrines and everything. So, I mean, there's not too much for me to really say right there. Let's be honest. The only thing I can say here is, let's see, what are you doing for activity? So you're doing lanterns. At your point in the game, do you really need food? Do you really need these? I mean, I would hope by this point you wouldn't need these anymore. That's just a wasted slot at this point, yeah. I would replace those with some golden cheese on here. I know your shrines are fairly high, but why not put golden cheese on these? It's better than a completely wasted slot, right? Because these are doing absolutely nothing for you. Absolutely nothing. Like, you don't need them. Like, your golden food looks fantastic. Like, you got a lot on everybody. It's very nice. But yeah, I would probably just replace them with some golden cheese on there. It's better than having a useless slot. Anyways, that's me just kind of nitpicking at this point, though. But I mean, to be honest with you, out of all the reviews I've done, this is probably the first time I've actually seen food on somebody. Besides somebody who was actually pushing to get to World 6. Like, it's just not needed. It's not needed at all. Yeah. I mean, apparently they died hard from the beginning of the game, so yeah. Replace that with, like, some golden cheese or something. Like, they're not doing anything for you. Absolutely nothing. Like, your gear looks great. I see you're swapping stuff over to Emperor. Very nice. Yeah, quite a few sets, too. So you're just doing your last two. Nice. Very nice. Your tools look good. There's no point in me really harping on it because we both know, and you've discussed it several times, you're working on your 120 trapping. You can't have God Shard until you get it. So, like, once you do get it, start working on these. Get your shiny crabs. And then, yeah, you can do those. I see you got a couple of them. That's cool. At least you got the set bonus now. Obviously, keep working on your skulls. But, I mean, yeah, it's looking good. You're looking really good. Like, really good stuff. You, of course, got all your splicers up. Yeah, I can't really make any complaints here. But, yeah, just keep working on your trapping. You know that already. You've been doing it. There's no point in beating on that one. We don't need to see the stats. Let's go ahead and go in here. All right, for stamps, I figured you were probably going to be pretty good. I mean, you're over 20k, which is not terrible by any means. It's pretty solid. I see you've doubled a bunch of good stuff. Good deal. Yeah, 270 on there. Very nice. 300 on your ladle. I mean, you're doing really good. I mean, I can't really put too many complaints on your stamps either. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, you're sitting to the point to where you don't have a ton you can do. You're just pretty much waiting daily on getting your gilded stamp and everything else and just kind of hitting them. It's like, you definitely like your stamps for sure. I mean, I'm not going to harp on something that there's no point. 19 on this, fantastic. You clearly like doing this. Or at least you're doing it every day. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to do, Negan. Like, this is probably one that I, like, so far I can't really make any complaints. But we'll find a skeleton in the closet at some point. I'm pretty sure we will. Let's also check some miscellaneous stuff back here, like, like this. Obviously, your flare bows are done. We know that. I know this is obvious and you should have them done, but I just wanted to make sure. You never know, right? You never know. Bubbles. Let's see here. Yeah, you got all your efficiencies like the 95% plus. Fantastic. You must be really rocking some nice prints, I'll tell you. Here's definitely one here. I don't know where your farming's at, but this is a very, very easy bubble to get up. It's going to help you out with some stealth, too. To get this to 99% efficiency is super, super easy. Yeah, I bet you they probably are, Negan. I know you're waiting on the bubble doublers and stuff like that, so you don't have to reshoot again. But yeah, this one's very, very easy to get to 99%. Just run a bunch of mushrooms on your stuff, and yeah, with the amount that you're probably getting in there, you probably could max that out in a day in your sleep. Easy peasy at 99%. It's very, very easy. And it'll help you out. I mean, it's stealth. You can't be mad about stealth. It's always a good thing. I see you've got most of them done, though, so obviously we all know that one. This is another one, hence again the farming. Strawberries, very, very easy to get this one to 99% also. Yeah, it seems like you're gonna have to put a little bit of stuff on farming. Let's see, what about the other ones here? See that one too? So what you're gonna want to do probably, Negan, is set your farm up to running like at least like a row of each one of these. Let them go for a little bit. Once, obviously, do yourself a reset, or when you get to the point to where you're at the end of your reset and you're getting ready to do this real quick, you could do a day or two, and you could max all these to 99%. Like, it's a joke, to be honest with you. It depends, obviously, on where your farming's at. I mean, we can definitely take a look at that. But, like, there's another one. See, you're 78.8. Okay, because, like, I literally did these myself, and I put them to 99% in, like, I think 2 days. Every one of these. I had a row of each kind of going. Because what is it? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like 5 or so. Yeah, because you got the broccoli too. So it's 5, and I think you have 5 rows, right? In farming, I could be wrong. But isn't it like 5 rows that you have? I want to say from top to bottom. I want to say that's what it is 5 rows. I could be... No, it's probably like, what, 6 or something? I don't know. But run probably about an equal amount of each one of them. Let them overgrow a little bit. Even if you, like, let it sit overnight and then in the morning grab it. Or grab a little bit at a time. Like, grab a plant at a time so then you don't overflow ridiculously. And then just lose it all. Because you don't want to do that, obviously, either. Or go get all your liquids, max it out. Yeah. 4x9. Okay. So, yeah, just kind of even them out or whatever. Throw them up in there, even if you have to do, like, 4 and then do the rest later. But, yeah, get them going. Get, like, viaducts going. Max it out with the liquid. Go back to the farming. Grab them, like, a plot at a time. Just grab them a plot at a time. And then go and spend it. And just keep rinsing and repeating until you're pretty well out of liquid. You might have to go back and grab some more. But yeah, you can max these very, very quickly. But at this point, I'm kind of nitpicking you. But I mean, I know this is nitpicking a little bit because your bubbles look fantastic. But like, I can't stress how easy this really is, though. Like, seriously, you could have every one of those bubbles done in like 1 to 2 days. Like, with very, very minimal effort. I mean, taking 10, 15 minutes each day and you'd be done with these for 2 days. Like, half-hour tops. It's very easy. Let's go ahead and look at your farming while we're on the topic of it, okay? So I see, yep, you're pushing this. Let's see what you got. So yeah, you're really, really far in farming. Like, you're farther than I am. There's no reason you can't do that. Like, that's going to be stupid easy for you. Like, it's an absolute joke, trust me. But do what I said, yeah, in 1 or 2 days you can have it done. Oh, exactly. Like, yeah, because you're really far. I'm like, I think I'm here on this one, the little carrot. So yeah, you're a decent bit farther than me. Which means you've got to be pulling a higher number worth of stuff than I am. So yeah, definitely do that. Like, a day or two, like I said. 15, 20 minutes each day, and then like do it up, let it overgrow for the next day, and then just kind of rinse and repeat and do the same thing. And I'm telling you, you'll have, excuse me, you'll have all of those bubbles up to 99% efficiency. Like, they are a complete joke, and they should be even more of a joke for you. So yeah, definitely focus on that for sure. But like, that's definitely something that can help you out for sure. I mean, obviously, there's not much of a point in looking at these. We know you're going to be way up on these. Sigils, I know you said you were done with them. I'm going to say, I assume this. Yeah, you're 11. You're doing fantastic on these too. You're obviously doing it like practically daily. Yeah, you probably could even get better prints. Not that your prints look bad by any means. But, like, I'm pretty sure you could probably get higher than what you have. Let's see here. One thing I do notice. Let's see. You got your finery stuff going. Yes. Both of your Deathbringers, Negan, when you do reshoot your prints, drop one fish from each one of them and put a copper ore print on them. If I know not all the time. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. But yeah, when you do reprint, though, both of your Deathbringers shoot a copper ore print on both of them. Your copper ore prints are going to be just as good as this. Pretty close. Like, they both scale off the same stuff. They all have the same abilities that scale it. So definitely drop a fish on each one of them. So then when you do need to go into Atom mode, you have a really, really good Atom ability for you. Like, cause see, like, this double fish right here is not doing shit for you. Like, I mean, if you needed fish, one of these is going to do. If you're looking to do these for atoms, it's garbage. Yeah. Like, just imagine instead, like, if you were doing these for atoms, you've got 13 billion, right? If you're looking to get atoms, you could probably have close to this. Like, way better, right? You always want to make sure every mage has an oak log print, and every warrior has a copper ore print. And then if you want to be technical, you can, like, use the basic flies, but like, it is what it is. I see that's what you're doing though. You're definitely pushing atoms, so that's going to give you a massive amount more atoms, Negan, for sure. Yeah, definitely drop one of them and replace it with copper, for sure. Yeah, I see you're doing that because you got the double siege breaker, which is fine. Yeah, that's all I can say to you on that. But that will help your atom gains a lot though, trust me. Like, I mean, you figure if you're going from 11 billion to, like, over 400 billion. Like, that's a pretty good gain, isn't it? That's insane. That's definitely insane. Refinery, I'm going to assume you're probably good. Yeah, I probably got to make my orange inactive at some point, too. Mine's starting to go a little crazy. Yeah, you look good. I would assume you're probably trying to do the vial. That would be my guess why these are shut off. Which makes sense. Here's definitely something else, Negan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I assume that's what you were doing, yeah. Yep, I've seen plenty of people doing that. You definitely could get these up higher. Like, for your max level from Windwalker. I got mine to 44, like, easy peasy. So I know that he's going to be making some improvements. So worst case scenario, you can wait till he comes out with those improvements. Because, I mean, why not just wait for that, right? But to get to 44 on this is pretty easy, to be honest with you. So if you were at 44, you'd have 8 more levels and all this stuff. And 8 levels in each one of these categories is absolutely insane. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you could do it now if you wanted to. I'm not saying you have to. Because obviously he's coming out with all those improvements that he's going to do with the toggle and everything and making stuff easier to roll. So if you want to wait till then, it totally makes sense. But getting to 44 on this is not hard. It's very, very easy. Even 43 for the sake of argument. Some people might, if they don't have enough dust gains, 44 might be a little bit harder. But 43 is a joke. And it's very worth doing. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you hit that. For sure. I mean, missing out on 7, 8 levels for each one of these, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I said, at this point, it's probably going to be fairly soon that he's going to come out with this stuff for Windwalker, so it's definitely a huge gains that you're going to get, but why bother trying to push it when it can be easier to push it later on? I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, you put into the laboratory fuse just like me. Oh wow, you are pounding food lust. I would not be. The three that pretty much you don't have to put into is voter rights, food lust, and laboratory fuse. Those are pretty much three that you don't really have to put anything into them. So if you already made the mistakes on it, it is what it is, but don't keep putting into them. At this point, you could... I mean, you got matching skims. You definitely got slow roast whiz. I get it. You're running out of stuff. But I mean, especially food lust. Food lust is just a waste. And voter rights is eh. It's good sometimes and crap most of the time. And the laboratory fuse, you probably did it a while ago. But yeah. I'd watch it. I mean, it's up to you ultimately. I mean, it's your account. But food lust is blah. So if he does ever expand on this, it's just going to be that much slower. Got you. Yeah, I assumed as much. Like the laboratory fuse, I did that a while ago too. Voter rights isn't great either. Just so you know. Yep, you're looking good on your buildings. Yeah, looks good. Looks really good. Yeah, you're crushing them. I kind of peeked a little bit at your death note to start off with, but this is where Arlong knew exactly what I was talking about. This is something that I mention all the time on my channel. Your Glunko kills are very, very low. Yeah, see, there's Arlong with the LOL. He knew what I was going to say. Okay, so for Glunko, what you can do is you go to that map on Deathbringer. Do not go into Wraith form because it gets glitchy sometimes. Just do it out of Wraith form. And what happens is when you put down your gravestone, it actually reduces the spawn time for Glunko. So instead of it taking 20 minutes for Glunko to pop, it only takes 4 minutes. Make sure you have a bunch of pickles on you, and you could get this to 100k in 1 night or 2. Like, it's very quick. You probably have a crap ton of pickles too, so you could probably get it done even quicker than most people. Like, to get to 100k is very, very easy on this. Like, very easy. I don't even have that many pickles because, of course, you knew I took 5 months off, so I wasn't buying them for 5 months, and even I knocked this out in 2 nights. Like, that's how easy this is. So definitely do that, for sure, at some point. Because it's just a gimme at that point. It's very quick. But yeah, a lot of people don't know about the whole respawn mechanics, but yeah, it normally takes 20 minutes, but with the gravestone, and make sure, like I said, you're out of Wraith form. Don't be in Wraith form. Because sometimes Glunko will be invincible. You don't want to do that. But yeah, make sure you're out of Wraith form, and instead of 20-minute respawn, it'll be 4. And there you go. Then you'll have 100k kills. Yep. Alright, so you definitely got to go grab your charge. I mean, it's looking pretty good. You definitely have used Charge Siphon quite a few times, but that's okay. You're at that point to where it's not going to matter as much. But yeah, you're definitely going to have to go use those charges. Try to upgrade these two to God Shard at some point. But yeah, don't forget to grab your charges, though. Prayers, I'm going to assume you've got them all. Yeah, obviously. And you've maxed all of them for the sake of Tome. Yeah, I can definitely tell you've used the piss out of it. I get it. But you're at the point where everybody's like at least 100, so keep in mind, though, that if a new skull comes out in World 7 and it requires a little bit higher of a level, then you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt for it. Grab them single for a little bit, okay? Because we got to start keeping that in the back of our mind, guys. We've got to get these skills of stuff up, because if they come out, which most likely he will come out with new tools in World 7, we're going to want to have those skills up high enough to be able to even equip them. So we've got to keep that in the back of our mind. I know it's probably not going to be anytime soon, but it doesn't hurt to start now on it. Then you don't have to bum rush for it later, right? Like, that's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah. If you just keep it in your back of your mind and nonstop do it, you're good. Okay, so you're doing those. Gotcha. Maxed. Perfect. Yep, 13T. Are you giving them a little level up there? I got you. I understand people do that sometimes when they want to snag a little bit of a level. Most of the time you don't need them on the board. You just need your 2 DKs. But yeah, I understand people want to level them up for the overall skill level. I get it. Like, totally get it. I probably got to do mine at some point. Yep, you're working on the secret one. Gotcha. I was going to say, cooking, I would assume you're probably pretty darn good in it. Yeah, you're done. No point in looking at that. Oh, yeah, you're looking good. You're looking good in breeding, too. Lab, I mean, what's really the point in looking? I kind of knew this was what I was going to see, right? Rift, we know is fine. Tome, I'm not going to bother with. We go a little bit more over farming, I guess. See what your market's looking like. Yeah, you're fine. I mean, we pretty much went over this earlier. The whole bit with, like I said, grab those few crops, see what you got, lock them out, leave them overnight, let them overgrow, and then just kind of make sure that you have viaducts on, get your liquid to the 5 times max, grab them one at a time, pound those bubbles up, rinse and repeat. Like, and you'll knock all those bubbles out. Easy peasy. Yep, sneaking going for the fast stuff. Yep. To be honest with you, Negan, I did not expect your sneaking to be this low. 1.5k is very low. Actually, what level is that? I wish they showed the level of what they were. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I forget. They don't show the level. Yeah, yeah. Just keep in mind, I'll tell you like I tell everybody, 50k on them is 95% efficiency pretty much. It's very, very close. It could give or take a point percent, you know. 100k is going to be about 99% efficiency. If somebody was to stop at 50k, it's not like anybody's going to blame you. Like, anything above 100k, you're essentially trying to future-proof yourself. That's it. It's not needed. And this one, the Emerald, does not go above 99% no matter how much you level it. So keep that in mind, too. Don't waste your time on it. Endless, yeah, 131, you're crushing it. Beanstalk. How do you not have butter bars done? Butter bars are a complete and utter joke to you, Negan. Trust me. I did these and I was surprised how very fast these got done. I literally popped like a couple of candies, like maybe a few hours or so. And like literally I was done with 100k on these. These are an absolute joke to get done. Absolute joke. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you gotta go to the butterflies for them. Yeah. You don't even have the 10k on it. Yeah. You probably did. It's a weird one, right? Yeah, you never think of butter bars. Yeah. Obviously, you got to get your 100k golden ham. Skill XP, not a bad thing. Skill XP is definitely a good thing, for sure. Your meat pies, very easy. Actually, you're pretty close on the meat pies, too. Hence the golden cheese, like I said. This is going to help you, too. I think you can farm, actually, the cheese and the ham at the same place. You can farm it on the bones in World 3. You should be able to get both of those on the same dude. So yeah, go there and farm both of these. You'll get the 100k fairly quick. Especially with your insane drop rate. You could knock that out pretty darn quick. Nope, it's not World 3 Arena. It's World 3 at the Bloodbones, dude. The ones that are by the Rams. You farm them right on the map. Regular map. Just DK basic crystal build. Yep. Yeah, the Bloodbones or whatever they're called. I think that's what they're called. Yeah. Yeah, you can get both of them. So yeah, just do that at some point. Yeah, and that'll, even if you get the 100k, like that'll help definitely with getting your shrines up a little bit more too. Not that your shrines are bad by any means. Because they're not. They're actually looking pretty good. So yeah, your highest is 64. I mean, yeah. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's hence why you have the Emperor gear. Like, obviously. Yeah, overall, I mean, we found a few things, right? We found a few. That's always where, you know, an extra set of eyes looking at it always helps. But yeah, I mean, you're doing really good. It's a really nice account. Really nice. Oh, shoot. Actually, we didn't go... Damn it, we didn't go to World 5. Get out of here with that crap. Well, we know Divinity. We'll go to the hole. I was like, wait a minute. We didn't do the Cavern. Okay, let's see what we're getting. So yeah, you're doing the whole splitsy method with them. So yeah, so you're pushing more points on that. Yeah, time to inspect the hole. Yeah. I was say, obviously you're going to have everything done. Layer 25, yeah. I've been working on the layers too for that extra drop rate because of the schematic. It is what it is. It's time consuming to say the least. Like there's probably a lot more priorities that are ahead of it. I got a few levels. That's why I'm not doing it today. The levels are definitely getting harder to get for the layers. So I did what I could and then I moved on. That's all you can do. 25 isn't terrible. Yeah, the World 7 bonus ones. Okay. Yes, you got that. I know your justice is good. Because you always beat me in the crazy class XP that you got. 76,500. Jesus. That's insane, Negan. 44, almost 45 wishes a day. You're not hurting for those. Yeah, I mean, you're looking really good in here. For sure. Missed out on a bunch of the early ones, which lucky you. Oh, see, you got the one I want. I want Rose Emerald. Oh, very nice. You just got it this morning. You're lucky. Ugh, I'm still trying to get that one. Darn it. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to say about the Cavern for you. Like, you're looking really good. You obviously know what you're doing in it. Like, you got 19 billion golem kills at some point. If you want to work on that, that's going to be a good one to work on. You can get up to about 50 billion or so. Like, you could definitely work on that. Like what I was doing the other day, I was AFKing all of them on there. And I was doing an active on Siegebreaker to try to push my layer up. But, I mean, it's not like that's a super massive priority. But at some point, you can do it to squeeze out a little bit more of your drop rate from it. But yeah, you're looking pretty good, though. And I would assume, yeah, you have everything unlocked. Yeah, it's not a bad thing, right, Negan? It's not a bad thing. I know I had a little bit that I turned in the other day from a little bit of overnight, and I got probably 6-7 levels on Dragon Warrior. It was so nice. But yeah, I think that'll probably do it, unless you got any questions or anything for me, Negan. Feel free to ask whatever. I said we found a few things. Definitely the farming bit, Glunko, for sure. Because your bubbles, you want to get those bubbles from the farming materials for sure. Don't forget about that gold food and stuff. Bud, can you go check that for me, please? But yeah, I mean, if you don't have any questions, we can go ahead and end it there. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and end it. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Later.